All right. Thanks everyone for coming by. I was saying hi to some of you guys in the chat, and it's always great to see you guys there. There were a few I missed, but I need to stop and get started with getting set up. So hi to all you guys too. Thank you everyone for coming and watching our 250,000 subscriber giveaway show. This is
night where Dave makes more work for Meredith.
That's right, because she has to mail all the stuff out, and you can't just put it into an envelope. So
no, he makes more. It's the Meredith doesn't have enough to do in her life night.
That's right. Yeah, it's it's always a pleasure to do it. So
it says him.
And Supersonico says new camera. Yeah,
not new camera.
Okay, actually no. This camera that you're looking at me in right now is actually the camera I had pointed at my desk, but it was giving me so much trouble. And if I look at it, like you can see it's still kind of, anyway, whatever, it's up there now.
I don't care if it's in focus.
Right. And then my camera that I had pointed at me, I actually had pointed here. And I got this whole arm, this whole deal to do it. It's like
I'm going to do a behind the scenes picture. I'll post it in the Finch blog.
Let me clean the office a little bit.
No.
Here, you know what?
See how dirty the floor is. Hold on.
I'll
take a picture.
I've already taken a picture.
No, I'm going to take a picture.
You take a picture. All right. Anyway, so Henry Jeremick has already, before we even started, come up with some ideas. He had a bunch, and both Eric and I agreed we want to do Ghost Rider. So we're doing that first. And then as soon as that was done, we'll let you guys pick the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do for this one, for those of you guys that have seen these before, I'll do 3 head sketches, and then we'll, after each one is done, Eric is going to run through our raffle, and then we'll figure out who won. The way that we do it is 5 minutes before. Oh, Greg L. Static Art has a $2. I know it's your job. Sorry, Meredith. He says, "Hey, Dave Meredith, congratulations on 250K." You know what? I just saw Greg L. I saw a picture of him with Marks of Vestry on Instagram. So it was very cool. He just saw him at a convention.
I don't even have my microphone in my mouth.
Anyway,
I'm still trying to post it behind the scenes. I can't spell.
And actually, before I start, Black Tiger had a super chat before you got here, Meredith, and he had a question.
E-N-E-S. Behind the scenes. Post.
He had a question.
I posted the camera setup.
Okay. He had a question. Stop talking.
No, I can't help myself.
He wanted to know how to draw a woman running. He was saying that he was having a lot of trouble drawing a figure. He was ending up with the same pose, and it's very difficult. So the first step is to just be as loose as possible. I don't actually, I'd prefer if you didn't, but you're going to go.
Why'd you bring me to this? Why'd you draw my attention to this?
To what? What are we talking about?
You could have just carried on while I was posting my Facebook post, but you drew my attention to it. So now I'm like,
okay, you're killing me here. Stop.
Invested in it.
Anyway, so
I see a woman running.
You gotta stop.
I can't.
It's gonna be that kind of night.
It's gonna be that
kind
of night. He's out, people. I'm gonna have to draw the Dave Finch 250K giveaway. It's gonna be a fast night.
So to draw someone running, there are a lot of options. My favorite method, if I'm really not sure, I've got a million comics, and there are a million artists that, but there are a lot of artists that draw figures in different poses that I like. And what always comes to mind for me when I'm thinking about somebody running, there's a Jim Lee, actually I've got the comic. It's a Jim Lee X-Men. I think it was his first X-Men issue, inked by Dan Green. And there's a couple of the X-Men jogging. It's only one shot, but it just always reminds me. Also, you can just go into Google image search and find people running. But the secret to getting it to work really easily, what I'm going to do, I'm drawing a chest shape. I want my shoulders to be this way. My pelvis is going to be this way. And I always want to ideally make those opposite. So my shoulders are going to be here. I'm going to draw my chest in there. I'm not even worried about making it nice. I just want a shape there. I'm going to draw a hole for my head. And now my pelvis, I went too low with that.
You saw where he said more or less a pin-up standing pose?
He said running. So we're doing this first.
He said Black Tiger has a super chat for $2 that says more or less a pin-up standing pose.
Okay, well, we're doing running first because I'm already invested. So what I want to do is have one leg forward and one arm forward. Because this hip is a little higher than this hip, I'm going to put this leg forward. Because I've got weight on it, it's going to push it up. Anyway, I'm going to draw my leg. This is a whole lot easier if you just use reference tube, by the way. But I'm not going to do that. So here's my lower leg. I just want this to be really loose. Here's the other leg. I'm going to kind of kick that back. This is not the best running pose in the whole world. You want something that's a little, you know what? Let me fix this.
I have to read this while you're doing it.
Okay.
I love art. It's a problem. David, you were my inspiration when I was 6 to do these drawings. And I thank you because I'm impressing people everywhere.
That is great to hear. So
Awesome.
here is your arm that's forward. I've got my head here. And you had one arm covering the eyes. Since I need an arm forward, I want to have the opposite arm to the, if I've got a leg forward, the opposite arm comes forward. It's pretty much a rule. It doesn't have to be, but I'd call it a rule. Same thing with a punch. You're throwing a punch, you want the opposite leg forward as your arm. It just gives your body more torque. So I'm going to cover her face with her arm. I'm going to put it all the way up here like this. And then her other arm, I'm going to throw it back. And I think you said she was holding something. I can put it in her hand just like that. And that's a basic kind of pose. Very light because my camera is showing up too light. Let me go a little darker here. So there she is running. If I want something more dramatic, then I could do, here, I'm going to draw her shoulders coming right at me. Here's her head pointed down. I've got her arm coming at me like this. Her other arm, I'm kind of pressing harder right now.
HydroFX
Back
wants
like
to
this.
know if this giveaway will be for international audiences too.
Yes,
Yes.
which Meredith hates because it costs a lot of money in shipping, but we love you guys and we owe you guys. Really, we couldn't have done this without all of you. We certainly wouldn't be doing the stream. There's no way with no one watching. So yeah, and our international audience all around the world is a big part of our audience. I mean, actually, it's most of our audience. We're in Canada.
And
So
HydroFX also wants to know, Dave, can you believe it? Your cross-hatching video on Proco has got 1 million views.
yeah, it's crazy.
Did you know that?
Yes.
You tell me this kind of nonsense. You tell me about how you don't have any views on some videos, but you never say, oh, and by the way.
I'm more likely to complain than to brag.
Yeah.
So there it is more from the front, and you could do that. That could be more of a cover pose, and then I could do like some, some cool like streaming kind of lighting up, or speed line effects out of it. So it's just kind of coming more toward you, and so I've got the same pose. I'm just kind of turning it. If you can do these kinds of figures really, really loosely like this, and you're not worrying about any of the anatomy or any of the details, it's really easy to pull this off. So what I recommend you do, go to Google, find a bunch of pictures of people running. Don't even worry about it if it's the exact kind of picture you want, and just do studies of them. You will learn so much from that. And that really is the key, making it really, really simple like this and doing studies. There you go. That's my advice. Okay.
All right. You already read the Greg Aesthetic art, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got that one. Yes.
Not good when I'm yawning already.
Oh, you know what I need?
SCS Powerlifting has a super chat for $5. I don't care what you need, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Big congrats to the 250K, 500K next.
Yeah, that might be a challenge.
And
thank you very much.
there's somebody I need to sing happy birthday to.
Okay. So
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy 50th birthday.
Oh, no.
You've lived half a century. David, happy 50th birthday to you. But it's not today, it was last week. And you can thank Eric for that because he's the one that reminded me. It's not, I'm not going to tell you exact day because somebody might,
Eric.
Someone might try to like steal your personality, your profile or whatever, but he was 50 last week. He passed the half-century mark.
Yeah.
So he looks like an old man. Good thing you got the front lighting. It takes away all the wrinkles.
Yeah.
Eric says, no, he's going to be so mad at me. Oh, no.
So yeah, speaking of using reference, I've got my skull. What?
I don't cough in the microphone when you do that.
Oh, good. I still wait for you.
You can keep talking. I'm like baby background noise.
It's very annoying for me when you.
Wow. Too bad. I'll stop smoking then. Oh wait, I don't smoke.
Henry, mouth open and close. We're gonna make it open, and I'm gonna do it just like this. I love having the, speaking of using reference. So yeah, I just open mouth. It's on a spring. Not a real skull, believe it or not. And what I'm doing to get this reference too, by the way, this is one problem of using references sitting in my hand as opposed to taking a picture, is I keep shifting it. And so now, another thing about using reference that is actually physical, like in front of you, I find it's much easier for me to see what I'm doing when I squint when I close one eye.
Squint.
Because it kills your 3D vision and makes things appear more flat. Just makes it easier. So that has a little bit of a, like this. Back of the skull is jacked. Let's fix that.
Oh, Ken Lorenzen.
Oh,
Happy
hey.
anniversary, Ken. Ken has a super chat for $5. Ken is our brother-in-law.
Yes.
Married to David's sister. Ken says, happy 50th, old man.
Thank you so
Love
much,
your system
Ken.
fam. We love you guys.
Happy birthday to my sister,
and happy
too.
anniversary. I think it's like 18 years. It's too close. I can't remember. Long time.
18 years.
Ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah. It's got a chain here. So yeah, I'm just going really loose. And it makes it really easy to kind of work all this stuff in. And then, because lost my eraser. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. We're good.
Eric's going to come shovel horse poop for me.
Oh, really?
Yep. He just said Eric's going to come shovel horse poop. He says, yeah, one weekend we can come over and shovel horse poop for you. I'm like, perfect.
Eric, do you know what you're saying?
Chow Win has a super chat for $9.99. Congrats on 250K. Well done, guys. Much love. Hashtag patches forever. Aww. We're just thinking about Patches the other day, and we're talking about how she's going to be under one of our red bud trees, and we're going to put Stormy under the other when the weather finally dries out enough to dig a hole.
Yeah, we did not have Stormy long, unfortunately. That was.
But he left a mark.
Yeah.
He surely did.
So from here, I'm just faking it because for me to try and actually reference a skull and get the lighting. And
You're actually drawing a sketch now?
Yeah.
I'm faking it.
Drawing a sketch.
Okay.
By the way, check this out. So the camera works differently. I just saved the camera as a different instance and zoomed it in. And so I can just automatically zoom. You will notice that it's blurry. That is as tight as I can get it. And so I've got some work to do, but you know what? At least it's not jumping all over. All right. Okay, just do your job, man.
Black Tiger 001 has a super chat for $5. You have influenced us greatly, even called us part of your legacy. If any, what have we, the chat, Finchlock, done to influence your work? You are a legend.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, a lot, because so much of the tutorial content that I get is really from you guys, from talking to you guys and what you guys want. Like the how to draw capes, which I just did. And by the way, apologies for the sound on that one. I know I you know what, it's technical issues. Anyway, I ended up double recording the audio because it was recording with two different devices and I was unaware, and it was on the same track. So I couldn't separate it out, and it just was what it was. So I was stuck with it. Unless I recorded the whole thing again. The problem is I have deadlines. So anyway, yeah, that video wouldn't have happened. So, and actually a lot of the videos that I've done wouldn't have happened. And just in terms of, keeping me motivated and feeling like I'm reaching somebody because look, I work at home, and
It hasn't been to a convention in 3 years.
well, I have, but yeah, very little. Been to 2 in Canada
Since COVID.
Yeah, and so just having an interaction in the community. I've never had that. Feels like you have people that kind of have your back. Not that we're going to war, that's not what I mean, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it really, really means a lot. Just psychologically, it's a big deal. So yeah.
So I'm going to read a comment from somebody who has my own sick sense of humor.
Oh, good.
Story by Osmosis says, doesn't look a day over 49. And I have to say, every day since his birthday, I have said things like, you don't look a day over 49. Or you don't look 3 days over 49. Or you don't look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every day I look at him and I say the same thing. You don't look X number of days over 49. Story by Osmosis and I are the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And Kevin P. West says, I'll be 51 on the 1st. So welcome to the club, Dave.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Sweet 50, says Supersonico.
So I had breakfast with a friend of mine.
Was that when you ate my bacon?
No, this is at a restaurant. This is not one. This is a different time. And
for breakfast at a restaurant with a friend?
Yeah, Lance.
Oh, when you were in LA.
That's right. When we watched the premiere, the Doctor Strange premiere. Anyway, he's 51, and I was joking that I think he was 3 years away from when they have their senior special. Meanwhile, now I just hit 50, so it's a lot less funny.
Yeah, in 5 years, you're going to be qualifying for the AARP.
Yeah.
55, freedom 55, man.
It's crazy. And I feel like I don't look that old, but you know how it goes, right? One day you...
that was this year. And I realized I did my divide by 7 because you age every 7 years.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror and went, oh yeah. Divide by 7. I aged this year and I can see it. And now my have-to is something that I'm becoming a leatherneck. Because I'm literally outside all the time.
Yeah, what do you weigh, like 84 pounds now?
Well, that does not help either. Because you don't have any fat to fill up the wrinkles.
Yes. I mean, it's not 84 pounds, but it's pretty light, that's for sure.
But I was saying leatherneck because I'm getting sun bleached.
Yeah, that too.
I'm going to be burnt, big red leathery neck, leathery face. One Mighty R has a super chat. Who cares? Enjoy your life. As a super chat for $5. One Mighty R says, happy early, correction late, birthday. Happy birthday! From One Mighty R.
Thank you so much, Mighty. Really appreciate it.
Russ Hicks says 50 birthday coughs and one to grow on. Only I can give coughs, Russ. Only I can give coughs.
By the way,
I fake cough. I shouldn't fake cough because now I'm going to real cough.
tell me it's not psychosomatic now.
Luke for Wordson says, coughing is what lets us know Meredith is alive.
Yeah.
And Mora wants to know, is Meredith going to be taking a break again this summer? 100%.
She is. We have a lot of great stuff planned.
Not be doing Monday Night Draw starting whatever the last. Hold on. The last Monday Night Draw for this season will be June 27th.
Right. Now.
And then we'll take 2 months off. Meredith will take 2 months off, July and August. And then we will be back when the kids go back to school.
Yeah, basically the first week of September.
September the 12th.
September the 12th. Second week of September.
Well, because September 5th is Labor Day. Nobody's coming back then.
Right.
So when the kids are back to school, so are Meredith and Dave.
Well, I'll be around all summer anyway because
and by then they'll have. I won't say what they'll have.
I really never planned on doing so many extra streams, but like we had Color with Kurt, by the way. If you missed that was just on Thursday.
You should
was
watch it.
Yeah,
if you
great stream.
It.
It was really incredibly informative. I learned so much. A lot of really, by the way, if you're watching it, make sure to watch the end because he had some incredible color theory stuff that I had never seen. So anyway, there'll be a lot more of that kind of stuff coming. I'm really planning a bunch of it right now, and so is Eric. And we've been talking to some artists to try and get them on. I had one artist that I really, really wanted to get on. I don't think that it's going to work that way, but I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to see if I can get him on just talking while we work through his technique. I will see if that works.
I'm super behind on the super chat, so I'm going to go through a few right now. Greg L, Static Art, has a super chat for $1.99. Greg says, "Happy belated birthday, Dave."
Thank you very much, Greg. Really appreciate it.
And Dan Lassard has a super chat for $5. Happy birthday, Mr. Finch. And by the way, Meredith, in my eyes, 50 is young. Thank you guys for everything. Dan, I'm feeling the same way. 50 is young.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dan is.
I look at the Queen of England, who was riding horses, I think, last year. And so, she's in her 90s.
You got time.
I got time.
I'm pretty sure Dan is like 120, though. So
we're all good. The Three Eyebrows has a super chat for 25 PLN. Happy birthday! I'm going to my first Comic-Con, a local event in town. Any advice on how to approach artists for feedback on my portfolio? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in terms of asking them for feedback, it can be a little bit tough because if you approach an artist who's not really busy at the table, excuse me. Now you get me, Meredith. It's a little less difficult. If somebody's really busy, it can be tough. I really try if it's a really busy show and say like come back at a particular time, and hopefully that works. But generally speaking, artists are pretty happy to help. So I would say just go ahead and ask. And if they say, you know what, I just can't do it, I'm slammed, I'm doing whatever. There are a lot of artists there, and that can unfortunately be really true. Like conventions can be great, but they can also be a lot of work at times, like in a concentrated amount of time. But so yeah, just ask. When it comes to showing your work, show your newest work. Only 3 pages of your newest work. I say that because you could show 5, but really 3 pages, you're going to get all the advice that is really going to be helpful anyway. People really appreciate it because I know for me, I really, really hate to look at a couple of pages and stop looking when there's a lot of pages. And I feel like, it's like I'm being offensive if I don't look at everything. But it's a commitment in time that I a lot of times don't have. So I would say keep it really limited. You only need 3 pages. Spend forever on those pages. And then when you get feedback, you will disagree because it's tough. I know I certainly do when I get feedback. As I remember early on, my first response was always like, screw you, basically, and you really have to try and fight that as much as you can and just say thank you, write down some notes, and just take the feedback as it is. If you have some questions, just to clarify, do that, but do not argue with feedback that you get because it won't help you. Actually, it will really hurt you. And most people that are looking at your work, if they don't actually just stop looking, they will not invest at that point. They'll stop caring because it's work to really look at somebody's stuff and try and figure out what's wrong and try and help them with it. And when it gets kind of thrown back like that, it's annoying. So I would say definitely take the feedback that you get and keep your, wanting to argue and advocate for your work. Just keep that out of it. It only hurts you, really. So there's that, and then when you get back home, just work on what they said, which is what I really did. I mean, best feedback I ever got was from Kyle Hotz, and I went home and I spent months working on what he suggested, and it changed my art. You know, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the advice that I got from him. So, you know, there you go. That's my advice. And good luck.
Alison McGlowan has a super chat for $1.99. Hey Dave, what Bridgman book do you recommend?
Bridgman Guide to Life Drawing. It has a few different titles though, but basically the one that has everything. I know there are like hands and some different things. I would get the big one that's basically got everything in it. If there's a section you don't like, at least you're not missing it. You can make the, you know, kind of an informed decision about it. That's what I would say. Somebody I saw, actually I'll leave it to you, Meredith, because I think it was a super chat, and so you're going to get there.
Junebug 17PF has a super chat for $5. Happy birthday from a 53-year-old young man, wishing you many more.
Thank you very much, Junebug. Really appreciate it.
Wayne Blackman has a super chat for $5. Happy birthday, blessings, Dave.
Thank you, Wayne. Man, you guys are too nice.
And Junebug 17PF also has a super chat for $2 saying congratulations on 250K.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We hit 250K. We're just about to hit 253 just a bit ago, but obviously with the passing of Neil Adams and George Perez, we really wanted to just focus on that. So, you know, after this show, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. Right.
Mr. Wing says, Dave, that the Bridgman book I bought was filled with bad pencil scribbles, and he was disappointed.
So what you mean is Bridgman's work itself looked like bad pencil scribbles to you, or somebody else had drawn in it? I'm not sure.
I'm guessing that he means that Bridgman's work looked like bad pencil scribbles.
Okay.
He was disappointed.
Yeah. Now, this is where I really like Bridgman. I know a lot of artists that really do. No one artist or teacher or anything is going to be right for everyone. And if it does not work for you, don't worry about it, you know, and don't keep fighting with it. Then you need to find something that speaks to you more. At that point, I would really recommend that you try Andrew Loomis is a really great source. Now, it's a little less anatomical. When you want to get more anatomical, there's I can't remember the name. Bern Hogarth. There's Bern Hogarth. Give that a shot. He's great. There's also Glenn Fabry, one of my favorite painters, has a book on anatomy out there. And actually, I don't have it. Dan Losardo was showing it to me. So yeah, I'd recommend giving something like that a try too. There's also Bart Sears has some incredible books out there. So, you know, look around. My choices of who I really like, or, you know, what really worked for me when I was starting, they're not going to work for everybody because everybody kind of has their own way of learning and aesthetic, and you have to go with that, you know. Like my hope with the channel really is very much to demystify a lot of things, help you as much as I possibly can, and help. Unfortunately, I draw the way that I draw, but I want it to be useful however you draw, and to be kind of, you know, universal things that work with art as much as I can. It's not always how it is. I mean, my style is going to kind of creep through, but I wouldn't want somebody to look at the videos and think, you know, there's only one way to do this stuff. You can do it so many different ways.
All right. Spirit Retro has a super chat for £5. David, finished my book, and I'm very proud. I'd like to think you helped motivate me. Also, YouTube didn't tell me you're alive. What?
Oh no!
But you helped motivate him to finish his book.
That's great. I'd really love to.
Amazing, and congratulations, Spirit Retro.
Love to see the book. Actually, you know what? If at some point, Spirit. I knew another one was coming. It would be very cool if we could get a copy and show it on the channel. I think that would be great. You know, seeing work that you guys have done. You know, look, I want to say with some help from the channel, you know, maybe that's more or less true, but yeah, I think it'd be very cool for all of us to see. So congratulations.
Henry is reminding me that Stormy is in one of the streams, crawling across your shelves in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Henry's talking about Formula One.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to talk about Formula One tonight. Mako Church has it. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Has a super chat for $10. Hey, DNM! Congrats on the 250K. Dave, your support on Instagram has encouraged me to keep going. You are my hero. Hashtag FinchVlog forever. Hashtag Patches forever.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mikhail. And
Thank you.
yeah, I really love going on Instagram and seeing what you guys are working on. It's always great. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I just followed somebody else yesterday. So yeah, and what I would say is if you're a viewer of the stream and you want me to follow you on Instagram, DM me. But I'm not always the best with getting to it really fast because
truly terrible.
But I will. I do eventually find them, and you know, yeah, it's something I really like to be able to see what you guys are working on.
Meng Cheng Lee says has a super chat for $1.99. You've had Star Wars? Now behold. Finch Wars.
Yeah, if only I could make that Lucas money.
Yeah, only. And Anthony G says, this is so weird. You'll appreciate this. I think this is the clearest I've ever seen Dave's initial lines.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
So there you go.
See, I'm all worried that it's not very good.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, if you guys wouldn't mind, we won't do like a poll, but do you guys think that this is working better and you like how it looks better, or is it not as good? Because I was really thinking of maybe trying to something different because I wasn't sure that it was really working well.
It'll take me about 15 minutes to get to that answer.
Sure.
But feel free to put the note there. Jamal Rashid has a super chat for $4.99. Jamal says, Finch Squad, what's up? Love to see you too, and thank you for the birthday wish. Was the best one I received. I mean, family is good, but the squad, we are one.
I need Kleenex down here.
There's like 5 bucks.
I don't
I
have.
can't even say what just happened there.
I dug through the garbage and found this.
It's like we are so low.
I know it's in there. It's not like, but yeah, that's what happened.
So low.
I just put it in.
Not solo like Han Solo, just like so, as in low down.
You know what? It's better than
Side.
blowing my nose on the picture.
Or dripping, is
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah. That happened to me once at a convention. It's a long time ago, but I've done it.
I'm so behind. I'm just
Well, get to it,
I don't know
man.
if I can. I don't know if I might miss a super chat. JDSCT is a super chat for $10. Congrats on 250K. It's been a wild ride. You have created an awesome community here. Never would have thought something could make me look forward to Monday. Yet here we are. And happy birthday, Dave!
Thank you very much. Thank you. See, I can just say Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. I really appreciate it. It's so much easier than saying JDS
Yes.
CT.
Well, I like JDSCT. It kind of rolls off every time. Tech Model Works has a super chat for $2. I made it!
Hey, there he is.
Kevin Mandeville has a super chat for $9.99. Happy 50th, Dave. I bought my first comic of yours when you were 24. Happy to say I've been a fan since that first issue, and I can't wait to see what comes next for you in your already storied career.
Well, thank you. I was on Cyberforce then. That's a long time ago, 24. I think I was 25 when I started Ascension. So that would have been Cyberforce. It was so long ago.
So long ago. Waiter Shush has a super chat for $5.
I'm going to zoom in. I want to tell me, okay, And again, this will take forever, but
What, are you gonna interrupt me?
sorry.
Hi, hey, ugh. Hello, DNM and the flock. Happy birthday, Dave. Still young and dangerous, I'm sure. He was never dangerous, Hager.
Oh yeah, I'm a tough guy.
Never. Oh yeah, he's totally dangerous. Dangerous is his middle name. Popsicles Art has a super chat for 50 somethings. I don't even know what that is. Happy birthday, my ink god! Happy birthday!
Thank
my
you so
man.
much.
Ink god, David Finch.
You ever see Walter Mitty?
What?
I said, have you ever seen Walter Mitty?
Who's that?
It's a movie. It's Ben Stiller and
No.
anyway.
I said it's probably a no then.
Okay. I remember watching the movie going, holy crap, that's me.
Fair enough. Tom Teacher says, LOL at Mayor's go-to comparison, the Queen of England. Gotta have standards, am I right? That's right. Seriously. The Queen is the standard by which my life is lived. I mean, my house probably, I don't have like 500 maize, or what kind of dogs does she have?
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, says Dan Genovese.
Oh,
that's it.
That's what it is.
It was a great movie.
I don't know. Is that what he is, like, he lives in a little town or like a cardboard, I don't know.
No. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Michael DeFonte has, why do you bring up,
I
why
don't
do you
know.
say this stuff to me is the question.
Is there a time when I don't do
know
that?
The answer, we already know the answer is no.
I would have thought you might have saw that one.
But even if I did, would I remember that I'd seen it?
Okay, just
Is
move
the
on.
question.
Move on.
Michael DeFonte has a super chat for $2. Happy birthday to the talented, kind person you are.
Thank you very much.
I'm feeling the wheeze.
So I've got a bit of a, that's another thing about this camera right now, and I think it's the connection to the computer. Just, there's like a band right there where it's a little blurry.
Spirit Retro has another super chat for £2. Also, happy birthday, David. I'm rude. I'm sorry, I had to yawn.
You're rude?
He said, God, I'm rude, but I didn't want to say God, I'm rude because I don't like to swear like that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But he says, happy birthday, David.
Thank you very much.
Rude for not saying happy birthday. And he also sent me his comic that he finished. So
oh, great.
I'll get back to him through Facebook Messenger later, and you can get a copy of it so you can look at it.
Yes, well, I'd like to show it next week.
All right.
Just because this week we're like...
You're drawing like a madman, and
yeah.
I'm not going to have to send that much.
We still have Book of the Week. I've been waiting to do this Book of the Week. This is actually, Eric showed me this.
Book of the Week.
And so Eric's going to present this one.
I'm looking forward to saying about the Book of the Week.
And it's an artist resource, which I think that you guys will really like. So that's coming up to 9 o'clock.
You really just started me off on a whole... David Alcia has a super chat for $2. David, I do not see a comment. I'm going to watch for it. Oh, here it is. David Alcia, Meredith and Dave, many thanks from NYC.
New York.
New York City!
Nobody actually lives there. It's too
I
expensive.
haven't been there since COVID.
Yeah, me neither. I miss it. I think, well, actually, I don't know if I'm going this year, but...
I miss New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an energetic place. I remember the first time I went to New York.
Food.
Yeah, this is before I met you. I was so overwhelmed. I almost couldn't deal with it. It was just I'd never been to a place like it. And I was in LA for years. And I got to the Marvel office because I was going to visit Marvel. And I remember saying, like, I need to just sit down for a second and just, get it back together. So, and actually, when I went, Marvel was in a bit of a transitionary period in terms of offices. And so I was visiting Tom Brevoort, he was my editor at the time on Avengers. And Tom Brevoort's office was like 89 degrees, maybe, whatever. It was ridiculous.
They actually had a calendar, like a chart.
Wait, were you there for that?
Yes.
Oh, so it's a totally different time. I'm lying then. But yeah, okay, so Meredith was there for this one. And yeah, they had a calendar. They were writing down the temperature every day. Like Yeah, it was
Keep
crazy.
track of how hot it was in there, and they were not wrong. It was freaking killer.
They were by the boiler, and it's just it's not the best office situation at the time. But that's working in comics. Sometimes you make do. So when people call comics a sweatshop, for that brief period of time in the 2000s, it was a sweatshop.
It was literally a sweatshop. Okay, Michael DeFonte has a super chat for $2. Happy birthday to the talented, kind person you are.
You already said that one, and thank you.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay. I lost track. Danny Brown has a super chat for $10. Are you a book guy or a video guy? I've tried a few figure drawing books and I just don't comprehend the lessons. I'm going to try video lessons next.
I'm a book guy when I learned, just because that was what it was around. But I learned faster. I'm going to say right now, the most revelatory, whatever, I learned the most in the shortest amount of time from Rob Liefeld, because there was the master. It was Stan Lee, it was Jim Lee, Will Spertaccio was there, Todd McFarlane, and Rob Liefeld quickly laid out a page. It was just really quick, just throwing it in there. And it just blew my mind. I could not believe a whole page that just looked like this insurmountable task could just be broken down into like something so simple. That made drawing pages possible for me. And obviously there's so much more to it and whatever, but really that was a big deal. And that was a video. Had I seen that drawn as a sketch, I don't think I would have gotten anywhere near as much out of it. So, look, I want to point out that not only am I a massive fan of Rob Liefeld, and I think he's an incredible artist, he's a lot of fun. He's a great emissary for comics. I think he gets a lot of flack. Look, I understand, but it's an entertainment medium, and he does something, and especially like when he started, nobody was doing anything like that at the time. It was fun, it was fresh, and when I'm looking at the comic and I'm just having a great time with it and I'm just enjoying it, it's giving me that feeling, that's all I want to know. I don't care if all the anatomy is perfect. It's not the point. So yeah, it always kills me. He gets hate that, I understand there are artists that are better at anatomy and better at different things. I think he deserves a lot of respect.
Isaac just asked me if he could pre-order Sonic 2 so he could watch it tomorrow. And he said if I let him pre-order Sonic 2, he's going to help me with the horses tomorrow.
Oh, really? In the morning?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he help at night? That's my shift.
Because I don't need help in the night.
Yeah, because it's my shift.
Yeah.
So,
he says he's going to watch it 15 times.
Yeah, we already watched it in the theater once. So
I'm going to make him help me with the horses tomorrow. All right. Well, Larry Lambert, I'm totally up with this. He's going to have to get up at 6 o'clock. Larry Lambert has a super chat for $5. Happy birthday, David. Congrats on 250K. Just want to let you know how much I've grown in my art. And I have been here from the start. Thanks again.
Thank you very much, Larry. Yeah, Larry's an OG. We've got quite a few actually that, I thought, okay, something like this is going to have some turnover, and I'm sure that we have, but I don't want to just start listing off names because I'll forget someone, but every time we have someone new come in, I'm always incredibly grateful. And if that's you and you're watching right now, or you watch later, I'm glad you're here. But, it really is the people that have been here for, month in, month out, and been part of the community that have really kept us going. So again, thank you guys.
I've kept it going month in.
Oh, by the way, I want to talk about.
I have.
Sure, it's all you. I want to talk about what the next video is going to be. I was talking to Eric about this, and I'm actually going to be doing it not tomorrow because I'm finishing a cover, which I already got in trouble. Meredith saw how much I still had to do.
Why so little?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I had trouble with it. Anyway, I really did struggle with it, and I'm still fighting with a part of it. Last.
Don't feel bad DMing Dave asking him to follow you. Don't feel bad.
No, not at all.
It. Tell him who you are on the stream. He wants to follow you. Follow. DM him. Dan Genovese, Dark Arrow New Vegas. Do it.
Do I not follow Dan?
Apparently not. He says I feel bad DMing Dave and asking him to follow me.
No, don't. I understand where you're coming from. Like, you know, you don't want to just say, hey, would you mind, you know, but no, I would really like to keep up. And I love Instagram just because I sit there in the morning with my coffee and just flip through it. So it's nice. Anyway, last stream, not the one with Kurt, but the one just before that, I was talking about necks. We had a question about necks. And I realized this whole area here, like the trap kind of connecting into the neck, I had kind of forgotten. Look, there are big, and I think most comic artists are this way. There are areas of your anatomy where you're really confident, and then areas where you kind of have to fake a little bit. And that's become one for me. I used to be much more comfortable with it. So anyway, the next one, what I'm going to do is go through an anatomy book and do a couple of sketches of the anatomy myself. And this is going to be me learning. So, you know, I want to show you guys how I shore my things up in my art when I'm struggling and how I study myself. And so that's going to be really the thing. I'm just going to go through the whole process. And I think it will be a fun video to do. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And then I promised I would do hair, ironically. And so I will do that directly after. And videos will be coming up much more often now, by the way. I promise you.
All right. Sorry, I was messaging on the Facebook, the book at the face. Are you dying right now?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, look, I'm glad you're in a good mood.
Pardon?
I said, hey, look, I'm glad you're in a good mood.
Yeah, you should enjoy it. So good. Every once in a while my computer blips and then I'm like, oh, I hope I didn't miss any super chats. Because the only super chat I have available right now next is from Mother Minds for $13.24. Howdy, Dave and Meredith. I recently rewatched the Robert Crumb documentary. Dave, are you a fan of his and has that art style influenced you at all? And happy birthday!
Thank you very much. I'm a fan in the sense that I like it and I think it's fun. It has not influenced me in a way that I'm aware of, but what I've found over the years is it's amazing how much influence you have without realizing it, just because an artist that I really like will have, you know, used his work and gotten things out of it. And so, you know, you kind of pick it up, you know, that way. There are a few artists where, you know, like John Buscema, for the longest time, I really got into Wolverine with John Buscema, but then I found Mark Silvestri, and it was more modern style, and he's got, like, I love his work, and so I really got into it, and I was looking at nothing but Mark Silvestri for the longest time, and there were times when I was looking at Mark, not really realizing that I was looking at, you know, not a swipe of John Buscema. I don't mean that at all, but he's so heavily influenced by him that I was still looking at John Buscema anyway. You know, I was looking at a lot of his like poses very much inspired by him, and you know, an art style that was very inspired by John Buscema among others. But yeah,
Dave.
Yes.
I don't mean to hurry you along.
Yeah. I'm taking too long. Okay.
We only have 2 hours here.
I know.
And it's 10 to 9.
The problem is that I know.
We're still on the first sketch.
I'm enjoying this one.
You were literally not even close.
Okay. The next sketch is going to be female sketch. They're always faster.
Along. So now I'm hurrying you along.
Okay.
Because somebody needs to hurry you along. Or there'll only be one person who gets a sketch from the 100K giveaway. Kevster360 has a super chat for $9.99. Happy birthday, David. Thank you for all the work you do. You're a huge inspiration and single-handedly reinvigorated my passion after I'd given up pursuing art as a career.
Thank you very much. I'm always, that's, you know, of anything, that's my favorite to hear. Art is such a fulfilling thing. You know, doing this for me is, after all these years, the most fulfilling thing that I do. And, you know, when somebody finds it again, I think it's really great.
And the next super chat comes from Gene Arvin for $5. Happy birthday, Dave. Your toots have been a game changer. And he doesn't mean by toots. Tutorials, not your toots.
Although times.
Those are a game changers sometimes, too. Where do you get your refs for a specific angle lighting that you blocked in from imagination?
Generally speaking, my lighting that I block in from imagination, it always comes from, I have artists that I'm very influenced by. And so Kevin Nolan is really coming to mind right now because I'm thinking, okay, what artist, for facial lighting, that's a big one for me. Now, I don't look at Kevin Nolan all that often now, but I might as well be because my lighting is so heavily influenced by his and other people too, of course. Lee Weeks, who is a very good friend, and a very good friend of Meredith, I'd say probably more than me, I guess, but he's a really big early influence and still a big influence on my lighting in general, and especially facial lighting. So yeah, what I would do is, I'd draw a face like this one right here, and then I'd think, I don't know where to go with this. And so I'd start flipping through, and now it might not be exactly the angle, because the last thing I want to do is just copy a face, I think that's a mistake. So I would draw a face, and then I would get the lighting from somewhere else, and find ways to make it work. And after you do that enough times, it kind of starts to become your own. This is how everybody does it. So yes, that's where my lighting comes from. Always, it's from my imagination, but it's really not. It's from my memory and study of other artists. All right, I'm going to move on from this one in just a minute here. I'm going to leave some of it a little bit loose because otherwise, you're right. We're going to be here.
You're going to be here all night.
I got carried away.
You forgot what you were doing. Tony Cavs has a super chat. Cavs maybe has a super chat for $5. Hey Dave, any plans to continue on with Marvel covers in the future, or are you enjoying your time with Image? Love your work, brother.
Thank you very much.
Tony C.
I am really enjoying my time with Image. I really am. That said, of course, I miss my Marvel covers. I miss DC covers. I miss working with the people there. So yeah, it's a trade-off. It always is. Something beeped.
Bleep.
I feel like I should check.
Bleep, bleep.
This whole thing could have gone south. I don't know. We're still live. We're still good. Okay.
Samuel Reyes has a super chat for $10. Ghost Riders looking amazing. Congrats on the 250K and happy birthday.
Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it.
Dory, injured right hand a few years ago, wanted to stop drawing, but watching you inspired me to learn to use my other hand.
Oh, really?
Says Samuel.
That is great. Actually, Frank Rosetta had a stroke in the 80s, and he couldn't use he was right-handed. He ended up, or at least I'm pretty sure he was right-handed. He ended up using his left hand, and it took him a little bit. I think it took him, a few months anyway. And there was a time, apparently, I read this in a book, but his wife came in, and he's working on one of his paintings that he just wasn't happy with part of it. There's a painting he had done in the 70s. And she's like, oh no. And yeah, anyway, it was looking beautiful. It took him a bit to get comfortable again, but he did it, and it's possible. And that's great to hear. Okay. So
everybody thinks the new setup is good. Looks good. And they like that they can see without the camera in the way.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. You can see it up here.
But the camera in your face.
And yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing. So I had this thing all set, right? I'm going to do it again.
Sigh.
So I had it zoomed in.
Do we have to do this?
We do. But it keeps here. There. And then if I go here, that's where it was. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
What are we drawing next?
Well, first we have
Allison
to do
wants to know if you can draw the crow.
Ooh. Okay. I like that
I
idea.
don't know what other option.
No, that's a great idea. Hey, it's the first one I heard, and I like it. I'm going with it. All right. We have to do the giveaway for this.
Yes,
so
we do.
Eric is gonna, if he's ready, let's bring Eric into it.
Oh, Eric! I was like, why is Eric here? And I was like, oh yeah, it's a 250K giveaway.
So I'm gonna do a solo layout here.
Sweet Eric. The moderator extraordinaire.
I'm sorry, Eric.
Sweet Eric.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Man, my
I can
body.
hear you. Can I hear you now?
Oh,
Yes,
but yes,
Can I
everybody
hear you now?
stop.
I can't stop.
Everybody is chatting really quickly, and the reason they're doing that is because if you chat within 5 minutes of the roll, your name will be included. So if you haven't chatted, make sure to chat right now. You only have to do it once.
My super chats.
You only have to do it once, and then that'll handle it. So,
Yeah, I must apologize. My body is so achy right now
oh no,
from
Sick.
the bus that Meredith threw me under earlier.
Yeah.
Ah!
Let's see how many eligible users there are. Let's see. 190, almost 200. If we can get a few more, then can roll it.
And so you really only need to do it once. If you do it more times, it doesn't actually change.
All right, we're at like 230, so I can roll it, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I lost
It
one.
is Tony Kevs.
Tony Katz, and is that Katz?
It's Tony Cavvz.
Calves. Okay.
Oh, we just read a super chat from Tony. We
Tony.
just read a super chat from Tony.
Tony, if you can check the pinned message and then just email me your name and just follow the instructions there.
Well,
Then
congratulations, Tony. I think. Hold on.
I lost super chats because I forgot that the stream was going to just take off.
I don't know how to do this. Whatever.
What are you doing?
I had like a like yay.
No, we don't have time for sound effects right now.
All right. Well, congratulations, Tony. So yeah, we'll get this one out to you. Make sure to send your information to Eric. Actually, Eric, if you could let him know how to do that, that would be.
Yeah, they can just email me. My address is pinned at the top. My email address.
All right. Perfect.
I'm going to skip out of order with super chats because I missed a few. I copied and pasted. I'll read those later. The ones I didn't get a chance to copy and paste before the stream blew up. Riley Brown is a super chat for $4.99. Congrats on 250K, Dave, and happy birthday. I just want to say thank you for all you do. Your stream and tutorials have been a huge help for my art. Don't leave that on the floor.
Yeah, I wasn't slid past. Thank you very much, Riley. Really appreciate it. We're going to start working on the crow, and I'm going to get reference. Should only take a second here.
And then I have another super chat from Jim Klein for $20. Happy 250K, DNM. Thank you so much for doing this stream for so long. You've helped so many of us improve our art. Monday Night Draw is one of my favorite parts of the week, every week. You guys are the best. Also, Miss Meredith rocks.
Thank you very much.
Or I could say rolls, because MMR, I could say whatever I want. Measles, mumps, rubella. You know how it goes. Alan Thornton has a super chat for $10. Dave, I was the guy you followed on Instagram. I was like,
That's right. That was today. Yesterday. Today.
5-year-old on Christmas morning, and I'm 48 years old.
That's awesome, Alan.
Thank you for the kind words about my art.
Oh, that's great.
So there you go. You guys are denying yourself Christmas morning by not asking Dave to follow you. Greg Ellis Static Art has a super chat for $4.99. Next will be a huge help. Can we also add bending, twisting the torso in different positions somewhere in the next couple of videos? Those are video suggestions, Dave, not things you need to do right now because we need to get another giveaway picture.
Yes, I got it. And thank you, Greg. Okay. Oh, by the way, it is 8:59, and that means
No, we're doing book of the week too. No, I don't have time for book of the week.
we're doing book of the week. We have to do it because
Allison McClellan has a super chat for $4.99. Allison wants to know how about another Frazetta stream studying some Frazetta girls.
oh, what a great. Okay, I will definitely do that. Let me
And I'm just trying to catch up here. Just let me catch up. Ethan Thorne has a super chat for $5. Sup, DM? Just want to say thanks. I'm a longtime fan, and your Monday streams are always the highlight of my week. By the way, I just DM'd you on Insta.
Awesome, thank you.
Beautiful.
I will find it.
Don't worry. The ones whose super chats, I have not missed your super chat. If I haven't read your super chat and you were before these super chats, just know I've got you copy and pasted. I'm just reading the ones that didn't get copy and pasted before the stream blew up. because I forgot that was going to happen. Because it does every time.
Well, it's been a little while since we've done this. I mean, 50K, you know, that takes a while to get there.
Michael Johnson Curry has a super chat for $4.99. Which is better for portfolio reviews? Printing out the art and putting them into an 11x17 folio, or bring a tablet with pages on them? My personal opinion is print out.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah,
I both agree. Print out.
Now
I hate looking at art on a tablet.
It's not my preference. It's fine and it'll work. And if it makes it easier to look at, it doesn't matter really. But yeah.
I'm not looking at your comic book on a tablet either.
Wow.
I'm not reading digital comics. I can't do it. It's not my thing. I prefer art in front of me. To look at it and appreciate it.
Okay, so there's my crow. Now that I got it laid in, and I don't think I need the reference anymore. I kind of a general. Wait, one more thing. Sorry, Eric. Hold on.
Sorry. Brad Scudder has a super chat for $20.
Okay.
Happy birthday, David! 50 is a great age. Hopefully, I get to see you in Miami SuperCon. Although we have met several times. Sketch faster. We need more giveaways. And as always, this Meredith rocks.
Thank you so much, Brad. That's another thing that, you know, a lot of people, I had met Eric at a convention, but you meet so many people that I don't remember. And so, you know, meeting you guys from the stream, I remember, and it's makes it more meaningful for me, which I really appreciate. So we're going to bring Eric in. Eric, you want me to do it? I don't know if he hears me. I'm bringing him in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And go.
All right. So I know some people in the chat know about these books, but it's called Morpho. It's a series of books by Michel Loricella. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name, but he's a professor in Paris, I guess, and his books are extremely good. You know, especially for reference. Just unlike Dave, I don't really like reading words in anatomy books. So I look for books that have amazing reference, and these books fit the bill. He has 8 of these. There's all various kinds, which I can page through briefly. Some I recommend more than others. You know, starting with skeleton, bone, and reference points. This page 26 is awesome. The way he breaks down, you know, how to draw teeth. This book obviously is dealing with a skeleton, though he does have some, you know, constructive drawings going on. These books are just perfect for reference, and just, you know, if you've got an artist block, you got whatever, you can just sit down and, you know, just sketch a bunch of these. It's just jam packed full of awesome reference. Moving on, joint forms and muscular functions. This one, I don't really get too much out of it in terms of the title. You know, kind of shows which way muscles, you know, contract and expand, I guess. But again, just amazing reference. Hands and feet, of course. I really like this book because he goes through multiple ways to construct a hand. You know, as you page through, he'll go through maybe cylindrical or more like cube construction. But again, just amazing reference. I mean, look at that. It's great steps of construction.
That's, yeah, really great. I can't believe I don't have this book.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it, but like we had so much stuff going on, and
yeah,
I didn't even really look at it. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get one.
Yeah, just a quick tip about these books too. When you get them, the spine is not broken. It's actually designed this way so that it can lay flat. So it's perfect for reference. You just open it up to the page you want, lay it down flat, and there you go. My favorite book among them all is Simplified Forms, because really being able to draw a mannequin is the most important thing. And this goes through some awesome construction. If you're looking to get better at, you know, your constructive drawing, it's just really, really, really well done. You know, it goes through eyes, ears, nose, you name it.
Wow.
Yeah, Just really, really great construction. Then once you have that down, the muscled bodies is really good. If you want to draw your superheroes.
I have a feeling that upcoming videos from me are just going to be interpretations of this book.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good stuff. The latest one that I got, I think it's the newest one, is Clothing Folds and Creases. Very, very good book. Will help you clothe your figures. There's a book on fat people and skin folds. I figured I could just reference myself. That's a joke. I don't really see much need for me to get that book, so I don't have that one. But and then the last one that I'll show is just this. It's like a bigger book. Truthfully, I get more out of these small little bite-sized ones than this big one. But it goes over anatomy. Again, good reference if you just want to sit down and practice your anatomy. Highly recommend these.
Eric, well, I was just going to say quickly that I find different people get different things out of different things. So
yeah, and I wouldn't worry about the whole. Is it a beginner's book? Is it a advanced book? Whatever. I think an advanced book can be a beginner's book too, because you just look at the reference. You just you start using it for kind of like how you detailed folks should look at Bridgman, for example. I wouldn't really call Bridgman a beginner's book, but copying every drawing and learning how to construct, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think these books they're just perfect for everyone. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get all of those actually this week.
Yeah, I believe there's 8 of them. I think there's some in different languages too. I'm not quite sure if there's any difference content-wise, but yeah, there's 8. And they're actually pretty affordable. It's like $10 to $12, I think, for one.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of information in every single one of these. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So there it is, Morpho Anatomy for Artists by Michael Loricella.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Michelle, I guess.
Michelle, right. All right. Perfect. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. All right.
See you in a bit.
Thanks, Eric. I got to read some more super chats because I'm going back to the ones I skipped.
Okay.
Amy Morris, which you know is Amy.
Yes, that's right.
Morris has a super chat for $50 US.
Oh man! Well,
happy birthday, Flagmaster!
Thank you so much, Amy.
50 is the new 49. Wishing you much love on this great milestone day. Happy birthday, and thank you for all you've done for the flock. Live long and prosper.
Thank you so much. Did Amy say?
Tom.
Did Amy? Yes. Did Amy say 50 is a new 49?
Yep. People like that,
Yeah.
It's funny. Michael DeFonte also has a super chat for $5. Marathon Dave, Rob Liefeld cover to Image Comics Prophet #1 remastered edition comic book coming up this year is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He's an original. There are very few artists like that you can really say, this is somebody that really pushed things in a direction that it wasn't before. And I think he's getting a lot more of the respect that he's due nowadays. I hope so.
And Black Tiger 001 has a super chat for $5. Goal is to see the stories I dreamt up as books on my shelf. Do you have work you've done you hold as precious? Prized work you wouldn't sell or give away? For me, it's our first Wonder Woman issue.
Yeah, we've got that one. We have every page from that first issue.
We do, and the cover.
Yeah. So all of my older stuff, everything I did at Top Cow, I sold all at once to an art dealer for actually very little because I was broke because I was lazy. So I'd love to have some of that back. I never will now. I mean, that's what you get for being a bum at 27, 28 years old. I really worked incredibly hard for years. And then I just kind of hit the wall and I just stopped and I wasn't really doing much. And so, yeah, you go broke pretty fast unless you want to get a real job doing that. And next thing you know, I'm selling art. And so, yeah, I really hate that stuff is gone. I've got a few pictures here that, like the Walking Dead covers. I haven't sold a lot of them, and I haven't really put them up, and I'm not really dying to sell them. So, yeah, those are definitely kind of on that list. So there are a few. I actually, and I'll show you guys next week. I got some Mark Silvestri, Dan Green pages from X-Men from 1988 or 90. You know what? I've got the issues. I need to just look and see exactly what the date was. But yeah, what? You're shushing me.
Yeah. Fuzzy Shovel 1000 has a super chat. I'm like, maybe we should be showing those pages for $4.99. I'm working on a Silver Surfer drawing and I'm having trouble with hard shadows. I've watched your videos and they've helped, but any tips?
And what drawing is this? I'm sorry.
Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah.
Hard shadows.
I've done this a couple of times. I will show you the way that I approach it. So I'm going to draw, I'll just do this leg. Let me do my artificial zoom in. Unfortunately, a little blurry. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this just fabric, and then the rest of the leg shiny, so you can kind of see the difference. So I'm going to light it from here, which is my standard basic direction of lighting. I do it all the time. What I'm not going to do is cast a shadow from the body, because normally you would have a shadow kind of cast over, but I don't want to cover, the only little bit of, and by the way, I'm doing this like spandex, So what I'm doing is I'm drawing right to the edges. I'm also, if I draw this leg here, I hate to do this to you, Meredith, but I got to do it. If I draw this leg here, and this is just going to be a leg, so there's no like spandex, like dark material. I'm just going to be dark here on this side. Maybe a little hit of a muscle there if you want. You have to be probably a little careful. And then it's going to curve under for the knee. All the lighting is going to be basically on this side. I'm really going to have something pretty clear over here. But because this is spandex, what it is I'm seeing this is actually where the light's hitting a tube here. This is the light portion, and it's only lit where the light is actually hitting. So if I was to light it from the other side, it would just be like this. Just like that, So that's what I've got going on here. Now for the lower leg, I'm going to make this like a shiny, Colossus kind of a thing. And I'm going to switch because I need something that gives me just a little more detail. I'm going to follow this through, and I'm just breaking it up with very thin lines. I'm going to break this up too. I'm going to make sure that I have I guess it would be a Fresnel effect lighting, basically a rim light all around the outside there. Connect that there. My anatomy is not the best, but it was quick. And so I'm using the same forms, but the way I'm describing it is totally different. I want this dark like I did here, but I don't want to fill it in. So you can see what I did there. I just gave it kind of a shape like that with a few lines. So I'm doing the same basic forms. There's another one here. So that's basically it. It's a little bit quick, I know, but all I'm doing is instead of drawing this, I'm doing, that's going to be the edge of my shadow. I guess I kind of went over here. So I'm doing this. I'm going to leave this open here because you get more of a reflectivity along the edges. And then I want to just go along the form. I can give the line a little bit of a hook like that. It doesn't matter. I could just go totally straight with it, but really it just gives what it is it looks like a reflection. So you know, if you have some kind of an object that's reflecting into the surface, like if you see a really shiny car, you can see some, you know, trees in the background and whatever's around it. So that's what I'm kind of or indicating there in just a simple way. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So what I have here is this light in the center here. And then I'm just making sure to keep the outsides lit because it would be lit. All right, Meredith is shushing me. We're moving on.
Just saying.
I know.
I'm only gonna get 2 sketches done. All right. Luke for Wardson has a super chat for $1.99. My first super chat to say happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you so much, Luke. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
And JuneBug17BL has another super chat for $5. Hey, that skull guy would look great for a tattoo. Just kidding. I know it's Ghost Rider. I know it's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Ghost Rider tattoo
Would be
good.
I would not say no.
Right.
Dan Genovese has a super chat for $10. Dave, thank you so much for being so receptive and supportive to all of us and for building this great community. Happy belated birthday and congrats to everyone involved for 250,000 subscribers.
Thank you very much, Dan. And obviously, you know, include yourself in that for sure. Dan is a big part of our community here, so very much appreciate it.
Story by Osmosis has a super chat for $10. Congrats, Dave and Meredith, and a big thank you. It's made all the difference to my growth from attitude to hatching, composition, and creativity. Lots of love and all the very best to you and family.
Thank you very much. Story. I would say story by osmosis. I need to shorten it. Story.
Oakley Tiger has a super chat for $4.99. Thank you for everything. Your tutorials and Monday Night Draw have been so helpful. Happy birthday.
Thank you very, very much. You guys are too kind, really. I mean,
that's because we have the best community.
We do.
We have the flock. The flocky flock. Right, princess? She's happy too. She's purring.
Because of my birthday, right?
Yeah,
that's why.
She's enjoying the 25K giveaway stream as well.
Right.
Damien has a super chat for €20. Bonjour, David Meredith. Oh, no, it's in French.
He's from France.
He is.
Euros,
I'm going to have to translate it.
It might be.
Dessine la cover de La Walking Dead, celle de 11 Mars. He likes the 11th of March cover of The Walking Dead. Et un problème avec les détails des bras, the arm of the zombie, et les détails des jambes, the arm of the zombie and the jeans. Est-ce que tu peux m'aider? Thanks, Damien. Can you help me?
So okay, you know what? I can understand just a little bit of French, but not when you say it. And
he's dessin, I think, is likes the drawing maybe. Je dessine the cover de La Walking Dead.
Design is like a drawing or whatever. Yeah, design. It's a drawing.
Okay, of The Walking Dead.
Thank you.
That was on sale the 11th of March. But there's a problem. He's having a problem with the details of the arm of the zombie and the details of the jeans. Can you help?
Okay, I don't know
what cover that was, so now I'm going to go back and look.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know.
My French pronunciation is terrible. I need my French-speaking kids down here. March 11th, Walking Dead.
Deluxe. That's what it's called.
March 11th, Walking Dead. Deluxe edition. Number 11?
It wouldn't be 11.
Maybe. This one here, coming out of the barn. This would be like with the arm of the zombie.
Oh, okay.
Remember that one?
I do, but that's like 2 years ago. So what's the question? He's having trouble with the jeans?
With the arm and the jeans.
So for my part, okay, and I'll make this fast, Meredith. I know.
Sorry. And Allison says the right eye needs a downward mark.
Oh, thanks, Allison. I'll get that in there. And I totally would have forgot to. All right, let me zoom back out so you guys can, unfortunately, I'm taking up all my space here. All right, so for the arm, show me it again. You lost it, right? Okay, I'm going to draw this arm because I'm not sure which arm.
And my apologies for butchering the French, Damien. Hopefully we got the right cover.
Yeah, I do hope. But so here's the arm.
I typed in March 11, Walking Dead Deluxe Edition. That's what came up.
Yeah, but you probably typed. Yeah, I mean it might be last year. All right, whatever. Anyway.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay, let's see. Let's see it.
I mean, they just all the Walking Dead. Your Walking Dead covers all came up, so it's not helpful.
Okay, so here's the arm. That's basically a regular arm. Give him his fingernails, and so there you go. For me to make him look like a zombie, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll give him a vein here. And I only draw one side of the vein. I don't draw both sides. Like I could go in there and draw both sides of the vein, and then it just looks flat. So I'm drawing one side of the vein here, and I'm going to draw the edge of this muscle here, this muscle in here, and then I'm going to put like a big shape here and shadow in there, just along the top, because I'm lit from above. And then I can start to draw some detail in there, and that hopefully will start to look like a big chunk out of his arm, you know. Another little shape here, like that. I'm going to really accentuate some wrinkles, like on his elbows, in here. Kind of strategically, but you can't just put wrinkles everywhere, but that'll work. Leave his hand alone. And then I'm going to render it up toward this, just to give myself some, there we go. And then I like zombies, especially because I can go in there with all kinds of ugly detail, and it works because it's a zombie. I struggle more drawing clean things. So, you know, this is why I'm so enjoying these Walking Dead covers. Just in general. Also, I'm such a huge fan of the book and the show. So, you know, it was a thrill to get asked to do them and to, you know, feel like I have a part of it. It's after the book is finished and we're doing a re-release. I don't care. I'm getting to be part of the Walking Dead. It's a big deal for me. So that's basically how I would kind of approach that. Obviously, I can get a little more detail with a little more time and a smaller pen, but there you go. As far as the pants go, so here, I'm going to draw some pants on this character here. So here's my waistband. I've got my zipper, and then my leg. I'm going to give it a little shape there where it's going to kind of bend out for the knee. And then I'm just going with kind of a crisscross sort of a deal here at the bottom. I'm going to open this knee up. And this is a tension point here, and it's going to go over this leg because this is bent toward us. And I still want to make sure that they interlock these shapes. And this one, I'm going to curve the other way because the leg is curving back away from us. Pockets, seam, you know. And then I struggle with this here just a little bit more. I find it a little bit more difficult than these shapes up here, but that's going to basically give me what I want there. And then I just kind of fill these in with some shadow. And I think I'll go a little bit dark down here, especially because it makes my life easier. This is me totally cheating, by the way. Totally. It's amazing what you can get from just using shadow when you're struggling. So there you go. Just give the shapes a little bit of dimension. It's a little bit of a mess. I really like, I'm cutting a fold across here, across a bit of a anatomy shape there, and I'm creating a gap. I'll do it here again. So here's my anatomy, here's my fold, and then I'm just going to break it through that. And it looks like folds over, skin, ideally. And so there you go. And then I can just give it some kind of, these are like dirt stains, smudges, whatever. Just makes it look a little interesting. And there you go. That's basically how to approach the jeans. Now, obviously there's more detail, but really it is just detail. It's really totally how I would do it.
Hopefully.
And hopefully that covers it.
Hopefully that covers it. SCS Powerlifting has a super chat for $5. 50 is the new 30. I need this drawing. The crow is my all-time favorite.
SCS Powerlifting?
Yep.
Well, I'm pulling for you then.
Junebug17PF has another super chat for $30. Thanks for the info on those books. Just ordered 4.
Awesome.
4.
Yeah. I'm going to be, I tried to order some stuff on Amazon today, and everything that I ever buy, I don't remember my own phone number. So I always put Meredith's number in as the recovery number. And so, yeah, it went to her phone,
which was in the box.
Which was, yeah. So I didn't, anyway, I need to get that sorted out, and I'm going to order those books too. I've got some paper. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to draw. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to draw too, to buy. I'm behind on art supplies.
We're behind on a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Blender Newbie has a super chat for $10. 10 Mexican pesos, but I don't see the comment Blender. So tag me.
And in the meantime, thank you very much, Blender. Very much appreciated.
No. There we go. No, we're good. Just looking, because sometimes people post it right underneath. I don't see anything. Dan DeSantos is here. Dan says, I love seeing these larger portraits from Dave. Something very satisfying about them.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. I've got a few things. It's reminding me. We actually got a super chat from Michael Johnson Curry earlier on, and I owe Michael an email again. Michael, I owe you an email, and I know, and I'll get to that tomorrow. I promise. I'll get back to it. And Dan, we were talking about painting. I finished that huge picture. By the way, I finished the huge picture. So there's that, and so I'm getting back to painting again in my spare time. And so, yeah, looking forward to painting with Eric and Dan.
Tomic Art has a super chat for 99 cents. But Tomic, you know it is super chat. Where's your super chat? I'm just going to see me saying happy birthday. Unless he has a question, he's going to tag me in it. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet?
What?
It's that time of the night. You know what time of the night it is, Dick?
It's time for you to flog people to try and get likes on the stream.
Yeah, 100%. I'm flogging you now, people. Flogging you for the likes. I don't know why my screen is weird right now. I can't tell how many likes we have. I just know we need to double it.
Doesn't matter how many. You just know you
Doesn't
need more.
matter how many likes we have. Just double it, people.
Isn't that
I'm
the way?
telling you now. I'm putting it out there.
Isn't that the way it works?
I don't even. How many likes we have? You can tell on your screen.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, you can.
I can't. I'm looking at OBS right now. I can't tell, and I'm not going to look.
I don't know what I did that I can't see anything tonight.
I actually never can tell.
Well, likes. I don't know how many we've got. I don't know how many we need. We just need more. And if you aren't already subscribed, then you need to. Because 250K is not enough.
Right. Yeah.
We need another giveaway. And you know when that happens? Neither do I. Truthfully, I don't know where we go from here. Like, do we do the next giveaway at 500,000?
I don't know. 300,000. We've been doing it every 50.
Have we?
Yes. And
did we do the last one at 200?
we did. And you know what?
So 300,000.
There will come a point, unfortunately, where You can only.
Dave thinks there'll be attrition and we won't grow anymore and there'll be no more giveaways.
Look, I'm
Don't
not trying to.
make Dave right.
I'm not trying to
Dave
be
is always
negative.
wrong.
There's
Prove
a
him
limit.
wrong. Let's get to 300,000.
Right. The next thing we'll be.
We'll be at 350.
We'll be PewDiePie or what is it?
Right.
What's the one he was fighting with? I can't remember.
Somebody.
Not fight. I don't know, but
I don't know. PewDiePie. Tom. Who's the guy with the green hair?
Jacksepticeye.
Who's the guy that's like the biggest YouTuber of all time? Starts with an M.
Oh, Mr. Beast.
There you go. See, this is how much I know about YouTube.
Yeah, well, you need to talk to our kid a little more.
Oh, I talk to him all the time. I just don't pay attention.
And ZHC.
Don't pay attention to that stuff.
He's a big fan of ZHC.
Is he?
Yep.
There you go. All right. Tomic Art didn't have anything to say in his 99-cent super chat. So moving on.
Tomic, nothing.
Mike Milton.
Well, it's good to have Tomic here.
We love Tomic.
We
Who
do.
has a super chat for $5. Mike says, send in love, bro.
Thank you very much. Really
I
appreciate
had
it.
to yawn, so I didn't want to yawn into the microphone. Supersonico has a super chat for 49 Mexican pesos, and he's got a little emoji that's farting out some love hearts. It's like a little fart, little foxy farting out the love hearts.
Okay.
I didn't post it. I'm just relaying what people have said, Dave.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right.
Like, it's not me. I could show you.
Okay, let's see this.
Look it. See? It's a little fox farting out love hearts. An apt description.
It actually is. All right.
Meredith Finch, Dave forgot the line under the left eye that goes down the cheek. Did you get it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's from Allison.
Anthony G.
Oh, Anthony. Oh,
Well, he also said that.
okay. Well, thank you, Anthony. We got it. We're good.
All right. Alrighty then. Scrolling down because I don't know, making sure I'm all caught up on my super chats. Oh yeah, yahoo! Good. Now I can go back up and just read. Oh no, I'm not. I lost some super chats. See, this is why I do this. Black Tiger 001 is a super chat for $2. Gamer question. Favorite game track? Me is Snake Eater.
What?
He wants to know what your favorite gamer track is.
Gamer track?
Yeah, like Isaac listens to Sonic.
Oh. Gosh, I don't know. I play my games on mute.
He does, because he plays his games while I watch TV.
Yeah, that's the only way
That's
it works.
the truth.
I've gotten so used to it. It's strange hearing.
He doesn't even have gamer. There's no gamer track for him.
Yeah, I have subtitles.
His favorite gamer track is Dr. Pole right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I have subtitles and I play on mute. You know what? I do have a favorite gamer track though, because I played Doom, the last one, the latest one, with my buddy. We did that when you weren't around, and it's very heavy metal. It's some pretty cool music. Unfortunately, apparently the composer ended up parting ways with Doom, like with the people that made the game, over scheduling issues or whatever. I don't know, but man, he was worth the wait. He was so good. I think it's always a shame when you hear something like that.
All right. Waiter Shush has a super chat for $5. Did the first giveaway for Ghost Rider go already? I missed it.
You
Had a
did.
quick work call asking as an excuse for another super chat. Hater, you're so funny. We love you. All right. Some super chats down here that I missed too. Junebug17PF has a super chat. Another super chat for shoulders. Got your back. Just hit the like button. I can't even find my like button to hit it right now. I think maybe my screen's too. I've got my chat too compressed. The Art of Wade King has a super chat for $5. I don't always catch the lives, but I have you guys on in the background when I'm drawing and working at night. Sending love.
Thank you so much, Wade. And for all of you guys, if you're watching this later and you don't get a chance to watch live, or it's just easier, I have to admit, I watch my live streams not live usually. So I'm right there with you, and I want to say to all of you guys too, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And you guys that are not chatting in the stream and not live with me here are still a big part of what we're doing here. So I very much appreciate it.
And I did find out how many likes we have right now.
Okay.
652 likes right now. I was 650. I finally found it and clicked like.
Not bad. That's great. Thank you, everyone.
So 650. Anthony G is a super chat for $4.99. If we can squeeze in another one tonight, and you want a female suggestion, I just saw Elvira at a con this weekend. She would be a fun one.
Yeah.
Elvira, Princess of the Dark.
That would be a fun one. I have to admit, not do that just because it's another big figure with dark hair. So I don't want to do two figures where I'm drawing. Now the hair is different, but still it's a little similar. So
Tangmo Modelworks has a super chat for $2. Happy birthday, Dave! Still younger than me.
And I always will be.
And Jim Klein has a super chat for $5. Happy birthday, Dave! The art is looking great tonight. Will these be getting posted online?
They will, yes. I have been promising that I'll get the stuff up on the community tab, and I keep, you know what? So I don't even have an excuse really. I'm busy, yeah, but I need to just get it done. When this is finished tonight, part of it too is I can't just keep working after these are finished. I have to go upstairs and spend time with Meredith. And,
Always gotta spend time with me. It's the worst.
It's a trial, and so then I forget when I come back down to work.
Pretend that he loves me, then that's what makes our marriage work.
That's right. There you go. So yeah, I will try to absolutely make sure to not forget this time. So I get back down here, I'm like, okay, I just need to get some work done. So, and I can actually, it takes so long to scan. My scanner takes a while. So what I do is I put a picture on there, hit scan, and then I work until I hear it stop. And it's not a big deal. I just haven't been doing it. So I will get there. Actually, I just took a bunch of pictures of Walking Dead covers that are finished because I haven't posted on Instagram in ages. I've just been busy and I have nothing to post because you have to have, Anyway, I've got a million pictures that I've drawn. I just haven't taken. Anyway, whatever. Moving on. Go.
All right. Kitten's distracted with her crying. Rodrigo Gay has a super chat for 50 Mexican dollars. Hey Dave, happy birthday! Yesterday, I got my rejection letter from Image Comics.
Oh, well, I mean, look.
Any advice to break into comics without dying trying?
You won't die. And you know what? Congratulations for getting your rejection letter. It's a part of it. I've got a million of them. We all do. There's no one I know that doesn't have a stack of them. It's just part of the job of getting into this business. It can be heartless. So
I've got rejections too.
Even Meredith.
Even me, which I know it's like everybody's just picking their jaw off the floor. Because who could reject me? I'm amazing.
But it has happened.
But it has happened.
So advice for getting through it. You know what? Don't let it beat you because it will happen. You're going to get rejected.
Don't let it get in your head.
And you get rejected for things that you can't control and are just stupid sometimes. And you have no idea. Also, you don't know who it is that is making the decision. Like I can tell you at Top Cow years ago, we ended up with a bin of samples. Everything was all mailed in at the time. And it was huge. And finally, somebody had just been hired and we needed to get through the bin. I say we, I mean, I just worked there. But and so this new person that had just come into the studio got the job of going through samples. They were not an artist, knew nothing about comic art. In my opinion, knew nothing about comics. It was just, they weren't even an editorial. Anyway, they went through the samples. So at times, that can be the person that goes through your samples. I'm not saying that's how this was. And I don't mean to, disparage image at all. But that's a possibility. So and it like at Marvel, I know it used to always go kind of to the guy at the low end of the totem pole guy or girl, whichever one would end up having to do that job. So don't always take a rejection too badly. You really shouldn't. You put stuff out there enough, you're going to get rejections. I don't care if your work looks like Jim Lee. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to send you a rejection letter. Believe it or not, it will happen. So always be trying to improve. Don't look at rejections as they're just wrong and they don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
reject the rejection.
And I think you're better off to assume that they just didn't like it for reasons that are valid, because it will make you continue to try and grow. But do not let it beat you.
All right, there's another super chat from Caden Lane for $20 US. Happy birthday, Dave! Your videos helped me understand why I was struggling with crosshatching. I still struggle, but at least I kind of understand why. Also, Anatomy for Sculptors is the best anatomy book I own. Highly recommend.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you very much for the recommendation. We have been talking about that book actually lately, and that's something that I don't have a copy. I want to get one. I feel like my library of books is very limited from where it really should be considering. But I wasn't really considering myself to be a teacher of this stuff for up until very recently either. And anyway, I have heard that's a really, really great book. Eric actually has been going on about that one. So I'd like to get that book, and whichever one of us gets it first, we'll do a book of the week on that one. I think Eric and I can maybe share that one and talk about it together.
I didn't really sing my book of the week song tonight. Book of the week.
Too late. No going back.
Because Eric just kind of jumped in there, and I was busy catching up on the chat.
See, you'll cut me off, but not Eric. That's how it is.
Cut Eric off.
All right, we're gonna stop this one here. As much as these are looser than I would like, but
Michael, it's already 20 to 10.
I know that's the thing.
You've taken 2 hours almost just to draw 2 sketches. Michael Defonte has a super chat for $5. Dave and Meredith, have you seen the cool comics coming from Scout Comics and their label Black Caravan? Cool horror stuff and other genres. I have not.
Yeah, I absolutely have. As a matter of fact, I think that okay, so here, what I'm looking at is this is my I haven't mentioned Comics on Coffee in the stream for a little bit. They are a sponsor of the stream, very much appreciated. And Scout Comics actually has partnered with them and has some now. So maybe not this one, and I could be wrong. It could actually be this one also, but they have some of their comics actually on the covers of Comics on Coffee. So anyway, it's great coffee too. Actually, I'm kind of working through this one right now. It's kind of sweet. It's like a crispy. I really like it. It's good stuff. I've got a bunch of them. So yeah, I've definitely heard of Scout Comics. It's really, really nice looking stuff. And by the way, again, with this one, unfortunately, this is a totally different kind of a thing, but with the ones that have Scout Comics pages on the back of the bags, there's one of those code things you scan with your phone.
Pretty cool.
And you can actually download the comics. So it's very cool.
That's called pretty cool.
Of course, I've got the bag that doesn't have that. All right, so we're finished with another one. And
we're gonna do a woman next. Who's gonna be?
Well, let's worry about this right now. Let's.
We gotta roll the pot.
Dan Genovesi says, "Does Dave had a code for the coffee?" I do. What I would say is, if you go and I don't know how many guys are going to do this. I'm not making it easy, and I apologize. But if you go to, not the last video that I did, but the one before. What was it? I can't remember now. It was 2 tutorial videos ago.
Oh, tutorial.
There's an advertisement for Comics on Coffee, and there is a code that you can get a discount for. So, okay. So yeah, we're.
We need to bring Eric on.
We need to. Actually,
I'm here.
Okay, Eric is here. Let me.
Yeah, 151 eligible users. I think we can do better than that if Folks are legally allowed to spam right now.
Only
So-
time you can
See,
spam the bam.
One mighty R. Jim Klein saw Navy Sharks, and now it's going too fast. Can't see.
Yeah, you
Paul
can't.
Richardson, Ross Klein, Christopher Dixon. Everybody's at wow, it's going quick.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
We're
Alessandro.
at 160, 170, 180.
As soon as we hit 200, let's hit it.
Do, 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 do. 200.
One more.
Come on, 200. Let's do it, or I'll keep singing.
3 more. Almost there.
3 more people. Don't 3 more people want this sketch?
All right. James Largis.
James
Largis. All right. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations,
There you
James.
go.
Nice to see some people who've seen in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, James is, we were just saying, James is an OG around here. So congratulations, James. That's really great. I'm very happy for you.
And Allison said this sketch brought her to tears.
Oh, thank you so much, Allison. So yeah, we're ready to move on to the next one. I'm going to jump right into it because we're running out of time.
Yeah,
So-
James, just email me your name. Well, I know your name. email me your address, and I will have that off to David Meredith.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to do a female character.
Yeah.
And despite what I said, it's going to end up having some dark hair because I think actually I'd like to do Scarlet Witch because we just watched the Doctor Strange movie. She's a huge character in it. I thought she was great. And I have history with her, in Avengers. So I like that idea. So that's what I want to do.
All right. Well, you start that. Holoman. I'm never going to say it right. So, sometimes you're just going to have to get used to your name is the way I say your name. Holoman Jimbo.
There's no way that's right.
I know it's not right. Holo Majin.
You know what? Just go with it and we
It is
apologize.
what it
I'm very
is.
sorry.
I can't do it. I know I get corrected and then I forget to the next week because I'm old. I barely remember my kids' names some days.
I don't think people generally
$10
mind too
with
much.
the super chat for the Crow and Ghost Rider. Is it my birthday? Totally distracted from the actual point of the super chat, which was that he was saying what you're doing is awesome.
Oh, thank you very, very much.
Majin,
Really appreciate it.
Majin.
Here, let me see it.
It's like a
Okay, spell it.
no. Here it is. It's like a. It's like
Hollow Man Jinbu. It says Hollow Man in the beginning.
Hollow Man, but there's no N for man.
Okay, so I'm wrong too. I don't know. I'm sorry.
So you're the worst.
And I thought I had it too, and I was being all condescending about it.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I get.
That's what you get. That's what you get. You get what you get. I've said this a lot this week. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. I said that to my kid a lot this week. You get what you get.
She's having a rough week.
Somebody said it's not really. Somebody he had a day off today. It's Monday. You don't have to go to school. The new Thor trailer dropped. I cannot wait to see the next Thor movie.
Yeah, looking forward to that one.
Love me some Thor in the movies.
Tell me this. If you didn't have the Thor costume on and he had a totally different name, would you
love
still
that
love
actor.
Thor?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
It's the combination
Yeah.
of yes, he looks good, but I enjoyed him when he was fat in Ragnarok.
He was great. I know. That was so good.
He's just great. He's
And
got charisma.
was that Ragnarok? I think that
Yeah.
was.
No, I think it was Ragnarok.
No, it was the Avengers.
Oh, was
One
it
of the Avengers. Okay, I
whatever.
might be wrong.
He
I
was
think so.
fat. I liked him too. What's
Yeah.
his name? Chris, whatever.
Hemsworth.
There you go. He's got charisma. He's
Yeah.
engaging.
Yeah. Oh,
I
he's.
don't,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I just like him.
Okay, now that you guys can't see that at all.
Scarlet Witch is super dope, says Ricky Pina.
The nice thing is, my pencils are way too light on here, but at least they're fast.
Right, next super chat comes from RLJ3Art for $5. Happy birthday! Will you be at Memphis Expo 2022? James O'Barr and Kyle Hotz will be there. I do not believe you're in Memphis.
No, I'm not. They're a great show, though. One of my favorite shows, the Memphis Comics Expo.
People agree with me. Hemsworth has all the personality going on, says Chris C. Brian Vincent said it was Endgame. Extreme maybe says, yeah, it's not the abs. You know, Kristen M and Devin Vo said it was Endgame.
Yeah.
Dan Genovese says it was Ragnarok and Infinity War. I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah, look, there are some male actors that, to me, are more... The women really like them, but, guys don't quite as much. Chris Hemsworth is one of those rare actors that the women love, and all the guys like him.
Yeah, because he's just engaging.
Yeah.
He doesn't think he's great. He doesn't come across as arrogant. He comes across as self-depreciating.
Yeah.
Whether he is or he isn't, that's why people like him. Much the same reason why people like you do.
It's the abs.
Right, that's why we like you.
Yeah.
Oh, it is indeed the abs. We're not gonna be done at 10.
Yeah, well, we'll be closer than you might think.
Okay.
I had to say that kind of thing so you don't quit.
Actually, I think JDSCT said we're not gonna be done at 10, Meredith. Actually, it was JDSCT. Meredith, clear this going beyond 10. Thanks for sticking it out with us.
I can't believe I'm doing this right after I said, I don't want to do Elvira because she's got dark hair, and here I am.
You just didn't want to do Elvira, is what you're trying to say.
This is not the case. That's why I'm like, what am I doing this for? But I did actually really want to do this one. I thought this was...
The Art of Wade King has a super chat for $2. He's quoting you. It's the abs, Dave Finch.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you.
That's not in my pocket. Oh, what have I got in my pocket? Nickertreats.com. If you want treats for your horse, I highly recommend them.
Great.
Low starch, low carb, low sugar.
Okay.
Hey, sometimes I can talk about things that are important to me.
Never. This is not your
You don't have
stream.
to- Okay,
This is
okay,
me.
me. It's the Finch flock. The horses and the chickens. I haven't talked about the chickens.
That's the David Finch flock.
I have not talked about the fact that we have barn swallows who have decided to make a nest on the pull down blinds from our back porch. So now we can't pull down the blinds on our back porch.
Which were a real hassle and expensive to put in.
They were, my dad and I put them in. What do you know?
Okay, they were expensive to buy, though.
They were not cheap, but we'll be able to put them down again once the baby barn swallows fly away. It's interesting to watch the nest go up, though. I'm not gonna lie. The diversity of the bird population here this year versus last year is quite surprising. I know everybody wants to hear about the flock. Last year, all we had were literally killdeer. That's it. That's all we had, killdeer. I couldn't sleep at night because of the number of killdeer crying outside my window. We do have a couple of killdeer. We have robins nesting in my arena. I've seen mourning doves cooing on the peak of our back porch. I saw a goldfinch one day come along and light
I can feel myself getting older right now.
on. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'm just talking. I'm talking for me. Sometimes it's about me. Right now it's about me. I saw a goldfinch light on the side mirror of my car one day when I parked it.
Magical.
Barn swallows, cardinals.
You're just trying to get me to finish faster.
Is it working?
I saw a bird once. That's awesome.
And then we have the 7 chickens. More to come. 4 more to come. Arcanon 47 has a super chat for $5. I was wrong. I was looking at the previous guest, and I won't be seeing you at Niagara Falls Comic Con. Oh, yeah, no, we won't be there. No Davey and Niagara Falls this year.
Not that I would be against it. Yeah, they were a good show.
We
I had
took
a good
things
time.
there. Isaac had a great time. They had some kind of arcade thing. And we found a great breakfast restaurant. Jim Klein has a super chat for $5. Dave, I'm curious. Do Marvel, DC, etc. provide model sheets for characters and such, or do you just look up references online?
They can if you need it. And so really the policy is if something isn't known beyond, like if I'm working on something where some of the characters, look, when I started with New 52 and with the Rebirth for DC, I had character sheets. I had to, because the books hadn't come out yet and I needed to make sure the characters were on model. But generally speaking, like with Walking Dead, nobody sends me anything. They don't need to, because I've got all the comics. So I just do it that way. And generally, you know, a Marvel cover or anything like that. Actually, the thumbnail for this stream is Wolverine with Maverick and Sabretooth. And nobody sent me reference for any of that. They said they wanted a classic Wolverine, Maverick, and Sabretooth. And well, you know, that stuff is out there. So, and I'm a huge fan. I didn't need reference for it. Had I asked, I'll tell you exactly what would have happened. The editor would have sighed and rolled his eyes in his office, or her eyes, because I can't remember, and looked up the reference for me, which, you know, they would have been like, man, I got work to do. Can't you just do this yourself? But they would have done it, I'm sure, because they're great. But yeah.
So Zayu says finch flock for life. And Ooh, Idea says we have woodpeckers. Anthony G says, oh, is that where all the Capistrano swallows went, Ontario? Allison says that she has a red-tailed hawk nesting on the roof and a barn owl in a nearby tree. We've had owls here too. A few mornings I've gone out and I've heard an owl.
All of you guys with your birds, man.
Don't know where he is, and of course the chickens can't be out past noon. They have to go back into their little hut at noon, because otherwise they will get eaten by all the hawks.
Yeah, you can see them
and turkey
circling.
vultures that just circle over top of our property.
Yeah, they do.
Soaring on the afternoon air currents.
Wait,
and just so you know, Russ Hicks says, haha, this is hilarious, which I'm assuming he's talking about us, because I mean, what else would anybody want to talk about? Sheldon Martin has a super chat for $9.99. Meredith, do you clean the horses' hooves and shoe them yourselves? Seems like tough work. Happy birthday, Finch Flocken! Hey! I do clean their hooves. I do not shoe them.
Yeah, that's a job for a farrier.
That is a job for a professional.
They can seriously hurt a horse if you do it wrong, and it's a significant thing to be qualified as a farrier.
Yeah, so I have the bestest and the westest. So shout out to my farrier, Joel.
Where's Dr. Rock, by the way? Reminds me, I haven't seen
He's
Dr.
not here. Marty Weber says, Meredith, we have a ton of bunnies, birds, and ground squirrels at our bird feeders every day. That's next. I'm getting hummingbirds. I saw a hummingbird last year. Next, I need a hummingbird feeder. We can get some hummingbirds around here. Alessandro, Serious Artist, has a super chat for $2, but I don't see his comment. Oh, here it is. Hi, David Meredith. Are you familiar with the work of Tetsuo Hara and the manga Kodo no Ken, Fist of the North Star? I'd like to know what you think about it.
I am vaguely, unfortunately, I've heard of it, but I'm not really familiar enough to comment. I'll have to take a look at it. Thank you. I wasn't really aware of Berserk, actually, until you guys made me aware of it. And, you know, somebody was talking about what do I get out of, you know, what's it done for me? And that's another thing that it's really done, is made me aware of so many artists that, you know, you get older and you kind of get stuck in your ways. And you'll notice, like, when I talk about my influences, I'm talking about artists that, you know, have been around for a long, long time. And it's easy to kind of overlook younger artists and new influences. And that's something that's really opened up for me. So yeah, I will take a look and check it out.
I got called out for skipping a super chat, but if I skipped one, it's not one that I know of skipping because I'm looking back.
That you know of skipping?
Right.
How many do you knowingly skip? You
I don't knowingly skip any of them.
That's gonna-
So you're going to have to tag me if I skipped it because I think I got them all. I feel like I've been doing my best. Bestest.
Well, it's tough when the
It is.
stream
So
starts
if you
ripping
know I
through.
skipped a super chat, retweet it and tag it.
One thing about these synthetic,
RJ Motor Jr. says Fist of the North Star is awesome.
see, there you go.
As says Zarko NATO Pants. Gorgeous artwork.
I will check it out. Go ahead.
Chase's May says I've got hummingbirds and cardinals every morning. It's nice when you're drinking coffee. It is.
It is nice. You know what I like when I drink coffee?
To watch the cars drive down the road.
That's right. I look at my Instagram
So boring.
and I sit on the couch. I look at the front, and in the distance you can see cars going down the other road, and I watch them go by. What can I say? Last year I was so upset because they planted corn I couldn't see the road.
You made me laugh. Don't worry, Dave. They'll plant soybeans this year.
Yeah,
They
so-
didn't plant wheat.
Got the road all year.
Black Tiger 001 is a super chat for $5. How do you feel about a script flip? If you follow us on Instagram, how about a weekly request? You give a topic on stream and we draw and post.
Okay. What do you
He's
think
not
about
gonna
that?
do it. Just gonna be honest.
I could.
You could, you won't.
If Eric wants to do it, I'll do it.
You'll do it for a couple weeks.
Eric, man, he's on the ball like a lot
If
more than
Eric
me.
keeps you to it, then it might work out. But on his own, left to his own devices, it won't happen.
Well, the problem is, look, I really love the YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber, you know. It's not my job. Like, what happens is, I do this. I have the best time, and then I'm behind on deadlines, and it's all I'm thinking about the whole week, just trying to get through the stuff that I'm behind on and catch all that stuff up. And then like Monday rolls around again, and I'm like, okay, you know. So there is a certain amount of things falling through the cracks. Yeah, I'm sure for someone that's just doing this full time, it would be a little easier to not have that happen.
I have to keep him farming.
You have to keep me farming.
Yep. That's why sometimes things fall through the cracks.
Oh, right.
He's got to be out cutting grass and farming. Jim Klein has a super chat for $5. There's a flock of about 8 to 10 wild turkeys that patrol the area around my apartment. It's funny when they decide to perch on the balconies. I would love to see a picture of that, Jim. Next time they perch, send us a picture. Because that would be fun. Every time we go by, I'm like, look, guys, they're wild turkeys.
Oh yeah, turkeys are fun.
They're funny. Maybe next year we'll have turkeys.
No.
I have to get used to the lambs and their ultimate fate first. And then I'll be able to have a turkey that I've raised for Christmas dinner. First I have to get myself around the lambs.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen, right?
What?
We'll have a turkey pet now.
No. If I can get rid of the lambs, then we'll be able to have a turkey.
Okay, well, we'll see about that.
It's gonna be tough. Someone's gonna have to adopt Tim. The Art of Wade King has a super chat for $5. I'm not a YouTuber. David Finch, $250,000 subscriber giveaway. He's just pulling up your old quotes. I love it.
Yay!
Too
Look.
funny. 753 likes.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
You have said that. I'm not a YouTuber with your 250,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what's funny?
What's funny?
Super chats. The
Everybody's commenting on how peppy I am. It's because I slept in until 6 o'clock this morning.
the chats and the amount of people watching the stream, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
has not changed since we had 11,000 subscribers.
Oh.
That shows you the live community has really been strong right from the beginning.
Right from day one. Uno Menino.
time is it? 10:05. Oh,
Are you done?
no, but I will be soon. Blocking in the last of the darks. And then cleaning it up, and Bob's your uncle.
Sheldon Martin says, I was almost attacked by a mama turkey today. I had no idea her chicks were nearby.
Oof.
Watch out, nesting season.
Okay.
Are you done?
No.
Well, then don't say okay. It's like, are you done? That would be my quote. What time is it?
Yeah, it really would be. Or you know what? I got to be honest. I think your quote would just be a cough. Or that.
Or yawn. What's new and exciting in your life, Dave? Oh, Jimmy Reyes is here.
Hey,
You
Jimmy.
need to be done now. Jimmy's here. He's gonna start making comments and stuff. I'm gonna have to ask him where my t-shirt is. Jimmy! Jimmy! Did you know that the turkey was almost America's national bird, according to Extreme Maybe?
Really?
Oh, I think
Yeah, I would go with the eagle on that one, but
the Canada goose is ours.
yes.
And
And the beaver is our national animal.
yeah.
And lacrosse is our national game.
Is it lacrosse? Not hockey? Is it really lacrosse?
Yeah.
Well, what do I know?
And
Is it Trillium is the Ontario flower, but I don't know what the national flower is.
Right. yeah, you can actually be, I don't know, arrested or fined, whatever, but it's illegal to pick a trillium flower in Ontario. I've never picked one to find out.
And happy Victoria Day to all the Canadians.
Yeah, that's today, right?
Yep.
There you go.
The birthday of Queen Victoria. Not Queen Victoria, but Queen Victoria. Chase's May says turkeys and pheasants are the tastiest birds. Not gonna lie, turkey's good.
Oh yeah, turkey, unless you cook it too long, definitely pizza chicken. And you know what I think about chicken, Meredith?
Isaac likes roast chicken. That's your favorite too. Right?
Yes, it is. You know why?
Because it's juicier.
Because the roast chicken, I'm going to tell you why.
Because it's got gravy.
No. Let me just tell you why.
I want to guess.
Because it's a real chicken. You know what I mean? Like it's the whole
It's
chicken.
an actual chicken.
As opposed to
Water infused chicken breast.
yes, you get these ridiculously big chicken breasts and you think, oh great, it's great because it's huge, but it also tastes like sandpaper. Really, chicken breast does not taste as good as it used to, and I think it's like the
So next year I'll get like 50 meat chickens.
sure.
How's that?
Sounds good.
And you're gonna have to clean them yourself.
All
right. You'll have to do the deed.
Only agreeing because there's a whole lot of negotiation between now and then. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
All right. Quick, say something interesting. We're falling apart.
Kid Icarus says duck is better than turkey.
Ooh, I'm not going to agree with that. I think if
you like duck.
I like duck.
I love potatoes cooked in duck fat.
And duck is different, so I can see how if you like it, like if that's your thing, then yeah, there's no comparing. I'm not a big fan of duck, but I could definitely understand the sentiment. By the way, I want to say I apologize for turning this picture so much. Normally, I like to not do that on a stream, but yeah, we're a little under the gun, so I've been doing it for the last two. I've been trying to this is more how I would draw. I turn it so my hand always moves at the same angle. On the stream, generally speaking, what I do is I'll come around it like this, and I try not to move the picture because it's distracting. But we're on deadline. Sacrifices need to be made.
Everybody's getting hungry now. I'm wishing it was Christmas.
Yeah. Everybody always feels badly for the turkey, and I understand, but
I don't feel badly.
everybody likes turkey.
They're raised for. I don't feel badly for several reasons.
Okay.
I'm
Why?
supporting someone's lifestyle. Right? Turkey farmers deserve to have a life too.
They do.
And the turkey wants to be in my belly. Oh, I've hit that wall. I'm crashing and burning. I feel the fatigue
There's a place for all of God's creatures,
in my belly.
right beside the mashed potatoes.
That's right. In my belly.
We're the worst.
Yeah, we're not vegans, just in case anybody's wondering.
No, but
We like the meat. All right. Is that you done? Jimmy thinks
Yeah.
it's your birthday. Jimmy is late to the party. Jimmy's not Dave's birthday today. It was
It's not,
last
no.
week sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody thinks it was your birthday today, but it was last week at some point. But I'm not going to give the exact day because then somebody will try to impersonate Dave.
Okay.
Steal his identity.
Well, if you go to Wikipedia, my birthday isn't until July.
So there you go. It's
And I never bothered trying to change that, that's for sure.
Leave it. Leave it.
Okay, so I think we can run the.
All right, Eric, do it.
It's not finished yet.
It's going to be finished
But-
soon.
It will be.
All right. Let's see. 91 folks. Let's see if we can get to 200 again. And all start happily spamming.
It'd be tough. Because a lot of people are getting a little tired.
What's that?
I said it might be tough because I think a lot of people are getting a little tired.
Meredith, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, I go with the vibe in the room in here. Meredith starts falling apart, and I'm like, okay, we're all falling apart.
That's just because I have the power to project.
Yeah.
It's called charisma. How I feel is how you feel. I feel like it's time for bed.
I'm doing these ones at the end of the night where it's just like stream of consciousness. I'm really not thinking at all. I'm just drawing.
All right. We're at 200 if you want me to roll it now.
All right,
Roll it.
roll it.
Okay. Extreme maybe.
Hey, great.
Dream
Congratulations.
baby.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah, as with the others, just send me your name and address. I will have that off to Dave and Meredith.
Meredith will try to get FedEx sooner rather than later. Or maybe I'll make Dave go.
Great. You know what? I actually don't mind. It's summer.
When you're already in dropping Isaac off, it's like so easy to do it.
Well, I can just take my motorcycle. It's
Well,
summer.
it's no, you can't. You can't put those boxes in your motorcycle bags.
Oh, that's right. They don't fit.
Nope.
Oh, that's the worst.
But it's easy enough to do now that I'm in town every day, dropping Isaac off. So.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to everybody who won. Come on, we've got 790 likes. Can we make it to 800 in the next minute? We're at 792. We need 8 more people to hit the like button. We can't be so close and yet so far. 795. 5 more people. 5 more. 799. 1 more person. Who is going to take us? 811. There we go. Done.
Wow. That's really amazing. Thank you, everyone.
You guys are the best.
Sorry, Extreme. Maybe I got a little bit of ink on the back. All right. That was fun, actually. The last one. That was fast. Fast as I could make it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for, watching our Meredith, help me out. I'm falling apart.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out every Monday night and watching live stream with us and watching Dave draw. Thank you for, over the course of the last 2 years, the thousands and tens of thousands of likes. And thank you for the 252,000 people out there who think Dave's awesome and have subscribed to the channel.
And you.
I'm just here for Monday night.
All right. Well, yeah, thank you, everyone. You are very good at this. I'll give you that. Better than me. Okay. Everyone have a great week. We will see you next week. And next week's going to be a new character. I actually haven't quite decided, but I have a couple ideas, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Something, whatever. We'll talk about it next week. All right.
We hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and we will see you next Monday.
All right. Good night, everyone.
David and Meredith and Dave.